Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab the almighty sweet potato. Like I've told you in the past, one of the best ingredients available to us because they're very heart healthy and affordable, and we're going to make what I consider to be one of the best sweet potato recipes ever. We're talking Spanish Batatas a la Importancia. Now this dish has a funny name to it as it translates to important sweet potatoes, and the reason for it is because they're treated as a main ingredient here, truly showcasing what incredible texture and flavor they really have. Folks, we're talking easy to make, a ton of Spanish flavors, and all done using the simplest ingredients. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to grab 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes that have already been washed and patted dry, and cutting each one into rounds that are 1 centimeter thick, which is a little over 1/4 inch. And as you see, I'm leaving the skins on the sweet potatoes as they add more nutrients and flavor, but if you like, you can peel the sweet potatoes. Then we'll crack in 2 eggs into a bowl. Season the eggs with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it together until it's well mixed. We'll also add in 1/2 cup of cornstarch into a separate bowl, which is 60 grams. Season with sea salt. And mix it together. And then we'll coat each slice of sweet potato first in the cornstarch and then into the egg wash. Once all the sweet potatoes have been coated, let's start cooking up our dish. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll start adding in the slices of sweet potato. And you want to make sure they're all in a single layer, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for 3 minutes per side here. At this stage, you don't have to fully cook the slices of sweet potato, you just give them a light golden fry. And as you finish each batch, transfer them into a dish with paper towels. Once all the slices of sweet potato have been fried up, we'll set them aside. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add in 1 small onion that I finely chopped and 4 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. And as always, we'll mix the ingredients around continuously, that way they don't brown too quickly and everything evenly sautés. After 2 to 3 minutes, and the onion is nice and translucent, and that garlic is beautifully fragrant, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, which is 8 grams, and a generous 1/2 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way everything's well mixed together. As always, the Spanish paprika I'm using is from Cuba, link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in 1/2 cup of dry white wine, which is 120 milliliters. If wine is not your thing, you can substitute it for 2 tablespoons of vinegar, which is 30 milliliters. And we'll lightly season with sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll continue to mix this for a few more minutes. After 2 to 3 minutes, and the alcohol has been cooked off in the wine, and we've ended up with a beautiful thick sauce, we'll add in the slices of sweet potato back into the pan. And you want to make sure they're all in a single layer, and it's okay if they're stacked around each other. And we'll add in enough broth to just barely cover the sweet potatoes. I'm using homemade vegetable broth here, but you can also use chicken broth or even beef broth if you like. And then we'll turn it up to a high heat. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat. And we're going to simmer this between 15 to 20 minutes until sweet potatoes are perfectly cooked through. And you want to make sure to shake the pan once in a while, as that's going to help thicken up the broth, which at the end gives us a beautiful sauce. After 15 to 20 minutes, those sweet potatoes should be perfectly cooked. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, just place the lid back on the pan and simmer them for a few more minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat. And you can serve these sweet potatoes directly out of the fry pan or transfer them into a serving dish. Either way, make sure to top them off with some freshly chopped parsley. Check it out, Spanish Batatas al Importancia. Super easy to make, gorgeous presentation, and all done using the simplest ingredients. Let's give them a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, Batatas al Importancia. Once again, batatas with a B, not a P, otherwise it would be potatoes. Seriously, so excited to try this. It smells absolutely delicious. Here we go. That right there are the best sweet potatoes I've ever tasted in my life. You have that crust in the outside, the sweet potatoes you smell in your mouth, and the rest of the ingredients in that sauce, giving this a beautiful lift of goodness. You saw this so easy to make, heart-healthy ingredients. Give it a try at home, serve them as a tapas appetizer, or even as a side dish next to some grilled fish. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite is going to fill you with so much goodness. Really quick before we go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Martin Giddings, Aravinda Garimea, Robert Manahan, and Hollis Helmichi. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. Then we can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.